Bonus spiral review. Here we go. They're going to be on the test this year, 2022. So let's see, winter, November 2022. Might be if you're watching this next year, maybe not. We'll see. Just as our students need help, so we're spiral reviewing these questions that they missed on the first Unit 2 test. And so these ones are asking you to find the other factors. And don't worry, that's second lunch now. No one's going to come in yet. We're still going to help you. Okay, let's take a look here. Ooh, orange. Let's go orange. All right. So basically, my guess, so given x plus 3 is a factor, and then the polynomial given to us, find the other two factors. So all you're going to do on both of these is use, I mean, you could use long division, but I really like synthetic division, and it goes pretty fast. I think 26 you have to use long division because that's kind of tough. But definitely these two you could use as synthetic division and then factor your answers. Yeah, synthetic division, factor your answers. So basically we're going to bring down the 6, 11, negative 26, and negative 15. And then you have to, after you set that up, then the first thing you do is bring that first number down. And that'll be the first part of our answer, right? Because that 6 that you bring down, you're going to do a 1 power less. And so instead of a 3, it's actually going to be an x squared as the first part of our answer. But anyways, let's go back to what we're doing here. So we bring down the 6, and then we go negative 3 times 6 is negative 18, and you put it here next to the 11, and then you combine those together. And so that's 18 apples off my tree, but you gave 11 back, so you still owe me 7 apples. Use your calculator if you need to. And then negative 3, let's use a different color now. Whoa, different color. So then we do negative 3 times negative 7. We get a positive 21. And then 21 and negative 26 is going to be a negative 5. And then negative 3 times negative 5 is going to be a positive 15, which is what we wanted, to get a remainder of 0. Yes, it is a factor, because they tell you that it is a factor. So it better be yes. Okay, so then we do 1 power less. So for this 6, 7, and negative 5, you're going to do 1 power less. And so that means we'll go, instead of to the third power, we'll go ahead and do squared. So we have 6x squared, and then minus 7x, and then minus 5. And that's our answer. Except for they want us to please find the other two factors. So here's one of them. What are the other two? So then all you have to do is take your answer and factor it. And so 5 factors into 5 times 1 is 5. But what does 6 factor into? It could be 6 and 1, or it could be 2 and 3, or it could be 3 and 2. How do you know which one it is? Well, maybe guess and check. I know we're trying to, our goal, end game is to try to get the negative 7. And so maybe if we use 2 and 3, 3 times 5 is 15 minus 2, 15 minus 2 is 13. No. Maybe we do the other way around. Maybe 5 times 2. So what if I break down 6 into 2 and 3? And then x squared factors into x and x. And then, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. So then if we go ahead and do 5 times 2 is 10x, and 1 times 3 is 3x, and we're looking for a negative 7 is what we're going for. So if it's a negative 10 and a positive 3, we get negative 7. It works. Well, how do we get a negative 10 from the 5 and 2? Well, if it's a negative 5 times positive 2, that's negative 10x, with a positive 1 times 3x is 3x. We did it! So those are the other two factors. So go ahead and pause me now. Go ahead and pause me. And try number 25 on your own. Remember? Try it on your own. Because you're going to have to do this on the test on your own. Try it on your own. I'm waiting. Pause me. Okay, so we're not going to use a positive 6. We're going to use a negative 6 to do. Remember, this was a positive 3, but then we used a negative 3 to do synthetic division. So now we're going to use, that's important, use the opposite sign. So now we're going to do negative 6 into, I'm going to go fast this time, 2, 7, negative 27, and 18. Bring down the 2. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Plus 7 is negative 5. Negative 6 times 5. Positive 30. Minus 27 is 3. Negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. 1 power more, 1 power less. Which one is it? 1 power less. So not a third, but a second power. So we'll go 2x squared minus 1 power less than x squared is just x to the first power, or just an x. And then the last one is always just your number, your constant. Okay, and then we'll go and factor that. So that's going to be 2 and 1. Factors of 2 is 2 and 1. X and x. This one's even easier. And then factor, ooh, we're trying to get a negative 5 now. Steady on, steady on. Tricky, tricky. Because we have a negative and a positive. The only way you get a negative and a positive is a negative times a negative is a positive. So now we can't use 1 and 3 in that way unless we put a 3 here and a 1 here. Because then we have a negative 3x with a negative 2x is a negative 5x if you multiply the nose and the mouth. Cool, we did it. Those are the other two missing factors. X minus 1 and 2x minus 3. Okay, last but not least, if you could do synthetic division with this, but you would have to use a negative 3 halves. Yeah, you'd have to do a negative 3 halves. That's crazy, right? So you'd have to do like an upside down house, so negative 3 halves. Let's just use long division. Long division. So we go 2x plus 3. Do you remember how to do long division? So 2x plus 3 into 2x to the third power plus 7x squared plus 2x minus 6. And then you're like, okay, so I take 2x cubed, which is our first thing we're trying to get into there. And 2x cubed, how many times does 2x, this guy right here, go into 2x cubed? And so you could do it this way and just do a little division problem there. The 2's cancel. And then 3 of the x's, one of them cancels in the bottom, leaves just x squared. So x squared is going to be the first part of our answer. Nice. So then what you have to do, let's use a different color, is you have to go to multiply through now. But you have to multiply both of the terms through. So 2x times x squared, which is what we wanted, gives us 2x cubed. We wanted those to match up. And then 3 times x squared is going to be a 3x squared. But then, oh no, they broke in the house and they're still on the TV. And then they're change the signs. You have to change the signs on those. And we wanted this to go away, which it did. And then 7x squared minus 3x squared is 4x squared. Bring down the 2x, bring down the 2x. How does 2x times something gives us 4x squared? What do you think that something is? What do you think that something is? What's that something? So 2x times something is 4x squared. You're right, just 2x. Just 2x. So 2x times 2x is indeed 4x squared. Cool. Multiply 3 through as well. Multiply 3 through. So then 3 times 2x is 6x. Change the signs. So negative 6 with a positive 6 apples off my tree. Gave me 2 back. You still owe me negative 4 apples. Bring down the negative 6. Last but not least, how does 2x become a negative 4x? Well, if we times it by a negative 2. So then 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x. Remember how to do long division? And then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And then we Change the signs. And those both cancel out. Remainder 0. Whoa. So there's our answer. There's our answer. And do it again. Do it again on the test. Ace it. Ace it. Try it again on your own. Push like pause, rewind. Try this problem on your own. See if you get the same answer. Thanks for practicing. Thanks for getting ready for this test. You're going to do good, but you got to study. Go back through the whole thing now. Do it all over again. Thanks for watching. Peace out and bye for now.